I'm K. Anita Domini, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Bharat Institute of Higher Education and Research. So in this course, Artificial Intelligence, we are going to see the topic game playing. So first we have to know what is game playing. So game playing, by the name itself, people are having attraction in this particular topic, and it is a area of research in artificial intelligence. So it is very close to the intelligence. Okay. So here in this particular area, we have to define the states, rules, and everything in a proper way. So game as search problem. So already we know search means that is used to find a solution for a given problem. Okay. So here in this game playing, we have to initialize the initial state, successor function, terminal state, and utility functions. This is an important step in game playing. So first initial state means that is the board position and player to move. So these information will be there. Successor function means that returns a list of legal pairs. Terminal test determines when the game is over. Utility function that gives a numeric value for a terminal state. So first we are going to see about the game tree. So this game tree is a strategy that is used to define a complete plan of action for a given player. So it is used to represent two-player games. And in this game tree, all the alternate moves in the particular game is represented by levels in the trees, that is please, and each and every node in the tree represent the positions, and edges between the nodes in the tree represent moves, and the leaf node that represent one last or drawn position of the player. And here we will have so many layers or levels that are called min layer, max layer. Okay. So in this particular game tree, the game start at the root node with max playing first. Okay. So first max will start the game and ends at the leaf layer. Levels of game tree that are labeled with the outcome of the game, and it ends there. Okay. So here this game tree processing time and optimal strategy can be found for games for a perfect information, that is enumerating parts of the game tree. So see, this is an example of a partial game tree for the game tic-tac-toe game. We know that tic-tac-toe game is a simple game. It is very simple, and for this game itself, the game tree is very large. See here, we'll be having so many nodes and so many relationship between nodes. Okay, so here the assumptions we have to make for game tree. Okay, so already I told you most commonly used artificial intelligence techniques in gaming is search. So by using the searching technique only, we are going to find out the solution. Okay, so talking about the game playing system, we have to make number of assumptions regarding the moves. Okay, so first we have to make the assumption about the opponent. We have to make the assumption regarding the zero sum wins and the other losses. If it is a two-player game, so we have to fix the winner position. Okay, so usually two-player game means both the players should have the complete knowledge of the game, but not in all the games. Like poker, it is false actually. So here for this game playing, we are going to see about the minimax method or minimax algorithm. So minimax means that is a method used to evaluate the game tree. By using this algorithm or method, we are going to evaluate the game tree. Okay. So here in this particular algorithm, static evaluator is applied to the leaf node. Okay. So and based on that, the values are passed back up to the tree to determine the best score of the player. So this is an example for minimax algorithm or minimax method. Okay, see a tree is given here and we are having 15 nodes in this particular tree, and how we are going to do the game tree process in by using the minimax algorithm, we will see here. So in the leaf node, the score is given. Okay, so we are having a value in the leaf node. So now the max will start in the root node. Okay, so max will start in the root node. So first what the max will do, should go deeper to the leaf node. Okay, so first it will move to the min. So now min will start playing. The min player next move to the max player move. Okay, now the max player should check what are all the values that is available in the leaf node. Okay, so here check, the first value is 5 and the second value is, first value is 5, so we can give 5 in the max position, and we have to check the second value. Second value is 2. So when we are comparing the max value with the next value, okay, so now max value is 5, we are comparing it with the next value, that is 2. Okay, so which one is the maximum value? 5 is the maximum value. So we can replace 5 to the max position. Okay, so 5 to the max position. So next what we will do, we have to move to the min. Okay, so now what we will do, we will give that value max into min. Okay, so now what the min position or min player has to do, the min player has to check for the right child node. Okay, so now when checking the right child, so it has to go deeper to the leaf node. Okay, so here what is the value that is available? 1. And what the min player has to do, it has to check for the next leaf value, right child value. So before checking the right child value, the min player will give the first visited value to the min position. Okay, so here it is 1. Okay, so listen, already I told you the root node, that is the max level. Okay, the next level, that is min. Okay, the next level is max. So now we are fixing the value 1 to max level. Okay, so next what it has to do, it has to check for the next leaf. What is the leaf node value? That is 3. Now comparing 1 and 3, which one is the max value? 3 is max value. So what we have to do? We have to cut the value 1 and we have to replace it with 3. Okay. So now again what the algorithm has to do? It should move to the upper position. Okay. It should backtrack. Okay. So now we are in the min level. Okay. So now the value of min is 5. Okay. Initially the value of min is 5. So now what we have to do? We have to check both the leaf nodes. Okay, so 5, we are having 5 and 3. Comparing 5 and 3, this 5 and 3, what is the minimum value? 3 is the minimum. But what we are having in min? 5. So we have to cut it off and we have to replace it with 3. Okay, so next again what we have to do? We have to move to the next level, that is the max level. Okay, backtracking, we are doing the backtracking. So from leaf to root we have to move. Okay, so when we are moving to max, what we will do, we will fix the previous levels value. Okay, so 3. So now the first, that is root max value is 3. So next what we have to do? We have to move to the next side, okay, right side nodes. So again what we have to do? We have to move to the left side node and we have to move to the leaf node. Okay. So now checking the values of the leaf node, what we are having? Value 6. So when we are backtracking it, what we will do? We will come and we will fix the max level or max layer into 6. Then what we have to do? We have to check for the next child node or leaf node value, and that is 2. Okay, now comparing 6 and 2, what will be the maximum value? 6. Compared to 6 and 2, 6 is the maximum value. Okay, so we can keep 6 and we have to backtrack again. So now we are in min layer, okay, or min level. So when we are backtracking, we have to take the same value to that level also. So now what is the value for min level here? 6. Okay, the same thing we are giving. Again, what we have to do? We have to move to the right side. Okay. So, and we have to go to the leaf node. What is the value for the leaf node? Here the value is 0. So what we will do? We have to backtrack and give the value 0 to the max layer. And again, we have to move to the next tree or next leaf node. Okay, right side leaf node. So now what is the value for that leaf node? It is 7. So when comparing to 0, 7 is the maximum value. So what we have to do? We have to change the max layer or max level value to 0 to 7. We have to cut this 0 and we have to replace it with 7. Okay, now max layer value is 7. So now again backtrack to the min level. So what we are having? 6 we are having. So when comparing to left child node and right child node value of that min layer, comparing to 6 and 7, 6 is the minimum. We can backtrack to the next layer. Okay. So when we are coming back to the root level, here we are having 2 child nodes for this, that is 3 and 6. Comparing 3 and 6, which one is the max value? 6 is the max value. So what we have to do? We have to cut the 3 and we have to replace it with 6. Okay. So this particular method is called as minimax algorithm. So 6 is the maximum value. So who wins? The max player wins the game. So it obtained 6. How we obtain 6? By choosing the right hand edge from the first node. Okay, right hand edge from the first node. Okay, so here we have to know what are all the minimax functions involved in this. Okay, minimax value. Okay, under this minimax value we are having utility, we are having max value and also min value functions. So see, these three functions are very much very important for this minimax algorithm or minimax method. Okay, so searching game tree, how we are going to search game tree? Okay, so it is not usually a good idea to search a game tree because already I told you it's very big for even a simple game tic-tac-toe, even for a simple game tic-tac-toe. Okay, even for tic-tac-toe there are over 3,50,000 nodes in the complete game tree. So it's very difficult to search a game tree. Okay. So additional problem is that the computer only gets to choose every other path through the tree. Okay. So this is a search tree, and here for this purpose, it's quite difficult to search each and every nodes in the search tree. So what we are going to do is we are going to move to the alpha beta pruning. Okay. So in the minimax algorithm, we used to search each and every node of a given game tree. it's quite difficult for us to do. If a game tree is very big, we will not be able to complete the searching process. So what we are doing is we are coming to the next method, that is alpha beta pruning. Okay, alpha beta pruning is a modified version of the Minimax algorithm. It is an optimization technique for the Minimax algorithm. So in Minimax algorithm, already I told you what we will do. We will search each and every node of the given game tree. But here, no need to do like that. Okay. So here, what we will do, no need to examine each and every node. Here, the number of game states has to examine the exponential in depth of the tree. So since we cannot eliminate the exponent, so what we are going to do is just we are going to cut the tree into half. Okay, so just we are going to cut the tree into half. Hence, there is a technique by which, without checking each node of the game tree, we can compute a correct minimax decision. And this particular technique is called as pruning. Okay. So this method, alpha beta pruning method, that involves two threshold parameters. So they are alpha and beta for the future expansion. Okay. So because of this, we are calling this method as alpha beta pruning. It is also called as alpha beta algorithm. Okay. Alpha beta pruning can be applied at any depth of the tree. We can apply it in any depth of a tree. And sometimes it not only prune the tree leaves but also entire subtree. Okay, so that is the main thing we have to know in the alpha beta pruning. Okay, so here already I told you, here we are having two parameters. We have to define these two parameters. Okay, so first parameter is alpha and second parameter is beta. So alpha means that is the best highest value. Beta means that is the best lowest value. Okay. So here alpha, the best choice we have to found so far at any point along the path of the maximizer. Here beta along the path of the minimizer. Okay. So the initial value of alpha and beta is given. So initial value of alpha is minus infinity and the initial value of beta is plus infinity. Okay. So it is a standard minimax algorithm. Okay. Alpha beta pruning is the standard minimax algorithm and it returns the same moves as the standard algorithm does. Okay. So, but a different is it removes all the nodes which are not really affected the final decision. That is the difference between minimax method and alpha beta pruning method. Okay. So here we have to know this condition. The main condition for alpha beta pruning is the alpha value, the value of alpha should be greater than or equal to beta. This we have to check in each and every step of alpha beta pruning. Okay, and also we have to know the key points of alpha beta pruning. So the max player will only update the value of alpha. Alpha means that is, what is alpha? Alpha is the highest value. Okay, so the max player only will be updating the value of alpha. Min player will only update the value of beta. So when we are doing the backtracking in the tree, the node values will be passed to upper nodes, like the same min-max algorithm, minimax algorithm, instead of the value of alpha and beta. Okay, so what we will only pass the alpha and beta values to the child nodes. Okay, so now we will see the example for alpha beta pruning. So the first step of alpha beta pruning is, we know initially we have to fix the value for alpha and beta. We have to initialize alpha and beta. Okay. So first step, the max player will start the first move like the same minimax algorithm, and the node A where alpha is equal to minus infinity and beta is equal to plus infinity. This is the value for the node A. Okay. So what we are going to do, the same value of alpha and beta we are going to pass to the node B. Okay. So now what is the value for node B? Alpha is equal to minus infinity, beta is equal to infinity. And what we will do, we will pass the same value from B to the next child. Okay, so that is D. Okay, after that we will check for the leaf node. Okay, so at node D, the value of alpha will be calculated as its turn for max. Okay, it is a turn for max. Okay, so what we have to do, the value of alpha is compared with 2 and 3. So what will be the max value, because we are max layer, we are having max layer in this level. Okay, so what we will do, we have to find out the maximum of 2 and 3. So which is the maximum value? 3 is the maximum value. So only the max player can change the value of alpha. So what we can keep, alpha is equal to 3. Okay, in this max layer. Okay, so when we are backtracking this value to B, so what we will do, so now the value of 3, okay, will be moving to the previous node. So we know already the min player only can change the value of beta. So the value is passed to beta. Now alpha is equal to minus infinity and beta is equal to 3. So the beta value will be assigned to the node B. Again, what we will do, again we have to backtrack. Okay, again we have to backtrack. In the next step, algorithm traverses the next successor of the node B. What is the next successor of node B? That is E, node E. So what we will do, what we will do in this case, we have to fix the value for alpha and beta. Okay, so now the alpha value will be, because comparing to the left child node, the value will be 5. Okay, so the 5 is passed to the node E. Okay, so why we are not checking for the another node? Because already we are having a value for beta. Okay, so 5 will be taken as the alpha in the max layer. Okay, in the max layer. So hence at node E, alpha is equal to 5 and beta is equal to 3. Here alpha is greater than or equal to beta. The condition is satisfied. So the right successor of E, okay, right successor of E will be pruned. No need to check this particular part. We can remove this particular part from the tree. Okay, so the algorithm will not traverse it. It will cut the connection and the value at node E will be 5. Okay, so next step, algorithm again backtrack to the tree. Okay, from node B to node A. Okay, node B to node A. When we are going to node A, already the value of alpha is equal to minus infinity and beta is equal to infinity. Okay, so this is already we are having for the node A. Okay, the value of alpha will be changed the maximum available, because that is max layer. Available value is 3 as max of minus infinity comma 3. This is the max value or max level. Okay, so 3. So what we will do, what we will do here, alpha will be 3 and beta will be plus infinity. Okay, these two values are passed to right successor of A. Okay, what is right successor of A? That is C. So now we are going to check the node C. Okay, now we are in node C. You people are able to see the node C. So that is the min layer. Okay, node C, that is the min layer. Okay, so at node C, what we will do, we have to pass the same value for alpha. Alpha is equal to 3 and beta is equal to infinity. Okay, so And the same value we are going to pass to the next successor of the node C, that is F. Okay. So now we pass the value of the node C to node F. So what we are going to do in the next step here at node F, again the value of alpha will be compared with the left child. Okay. What is the left child value here? 0. For F's left child is 0. So what we will do in this case, maximum value for this is 3 comma 0. When we are comparing 3 comma 0, 3 is the maximum value, and then we are going to compare it with the right child value. Right child value is 1. Okay, so what we will do, compared to 0 and 1, 1 is the maximum value. So what the value for that particular level, that is max of 3 comma 1. Okay, so it remains 3. So alpha remains 3, but the node value of F will become 1. Okay, node value of F will become 1. Okay, so next what we have to do, is it necessary to check the next node? No, because the node F returns the node value 1 to node C. Okay, so in C, now the alpha is 3 and beta is 1. Okay, now the beta value in C node is 1. And again, it satisfies the condition alpha is greater than or is equal to beta. So the next child of the node C, the next, that is the right child of node C, will be pruned, and the algorithm will not compute the entire subtree for G. Okay, we can leave this, no need to check this. Once again, I'll tell this step. So here we are checking for the, see here we are checking for the node F. Okay, so when we are coming to node F, the value of F will be alpha is equal to 3 and beta is equal to infinity. So what we have to do? We have to check for the left child node first. What is the left child node value? That is 0. So this is the max value. So we are changing the value of beta into 0. Again, what we will do? We will check for the right child node value. So that is 1. Compared to 0 and 1, 1 is the max value. So the node value, we can change it to 1. And what we will do here, the value of beta also will change to 1. Again, what we will do, we have to backtrack to the node C. When we are coming to node C, the alpha value will be 3, that is fixed, and beta value we have to change it into 1. Okay, now what we will do, whenever we are coming to a min layer or max layer, we have to check the condition, that is alpha is greater than or equal to beta. Okay, so if the condition satisfies, what we can do, we can start doing the next side of the tree. Okay, so here it's satisfied because alpha is 3 and beta is 1. Okay, so 3 is greater than or equal to beta, sorry, greater than or equal to 1. So the condition given for the alpha beta pruning is satisfied in this case. So what we can do, we can prune the right side node for C. Okay, so right side for C, we can prune it, we can terminate, no need to take it into account. Okay, so here in the next step, what we have to do, we have to check for all the nodes. Okay, now C returns the value 1 and we have to backtrack to A. Here the best value for A is max of 3 comma 1. So you see here for A, what are all the childs we are having? Child nodes are B and C. So we have to check the node value of B and node value of C. Okay, so when checking these two nodes, what are the values 3 and 1? So which one is the max? Because we have to change the value for max. So which one is max compared to 3 comma 1? 3 is the max. So what we will do? We have to change that 3 value. Okay, following in the final game tree, which is showing the node which are computed and nodes which has never computed, we have to check. Hence, the optimal value for the maximizer is 3 for this given example. Okay. So these are the rules to find good ordering. We have to follow. Okay. So we are following some rules to find the good ordering. Okay. We have to acquire the best move from the shallowest node. Okay. So we have to order the nodes in the tree such that the best nodes are checked first, which is the best compared to min-max algorithm and alpha beta pruning algorithm. Here we are going to use the domain knowledge. Okay. For example, if you are playing chess, what we will do? We have to know how the coins are able to move in the board, everything. So we'll be having the domain knowledge. We can keep these states, and there is a possibility that states may repeat in these cases. Thank you.